To be honest, they probably haven't even started working on the Western release. It's pretty rare for Sega to put out a game like that. It's like a even close to the same time. Yeah, I mean, they got burnt by not bringing it over, but can you really blame them? It was a... The older Yakuza games never sold. They brought them over here, and they didn't sell at all. It wasn't until the more recent ones that they started doing really well over here. And even then, it's still pretty niche. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't until recently, but it is still pretty niche. I mean, it charted the MPDs, but that doesn't mean that a lot of people really know about it.
We did it, darlings!
Yeah, I'd be interested to know too. I do think a game like Judge Eyes is going to be a harder sell than the Yakuza series, though. Like, it would be to their benefit to get basically the whole series out on PS4 in the West before they bring Judge Eyes. Because they're gonna want to spread the name of the team. Like, they've started putting in their logo, Ryuga Gotoku, team, right? They're gonna want to put that in all their games, and they're gonna want to push the fact that Judge Eyes was made by the same team that made Yakuza. Otherwise, I don't think that game will sell very well. Otherwise, I mean, it's a Japanese detective game. I'm sure it'll be easier to get into. I would be just more worried that it won't be very appealing as just a Japanese detective video game. They're really gonna want to. They're gonna want to get as much word of mouth out about the Yakuza series and that team and the type of games they make, and they're gonna want to then market and sell it as a game by that team. Kind of like how Square can be like, this is a game by the people who brought you this Square RPG and whatnot. They're gonna want to do that. at least Yakuza, somebody can go into a store and be like, Yakuza, I know what Yakuza are, that's kind of cool, and they can pick it up, even if they don't know what it is. Obviously, people like us are going to have it on our radar and be like, yeah, this game's going to be fucking awesome, and we're going to be super hyped for it, but in order to make it worth it to bring a game like that over here, because you got to think of the licensing that game's going to cost, with all the like, high-profile actors and actresses in that game. Like, in just the opening of that game alone, I saw, counted at least 5 real-life people.
Freeze!
Not counting Kimura Takia. And they have some really big names for that.
Not bad at all.
It's a battle where you actually get to go first. This is amazing. Yeah, Beat Takashi, he's actually well known in the West. Though not for acting, for directing. Ito Takeshi.
Let the darkness consume you! All is well that ends well.
Well, Bito Takashi was originally a comedian back in the day. Then he got into acting and directing.
It's a wee bit stormy all of a sudden. Sylvando, this ship of yours is not about to sink, is it?
Don't mention the S word! I'll have us out of this in just a jiffy!
I smell fresh.
That voice, where is it coming from?
Oh, yeah.
tremble before the mighty Alizarin, faithful servant of the Lord of Shadows and ruler of the deep.
You know, beat Takashi from Battle Royale. Yeah, his most famous movie is probably Hanabi though. That's what he has. That's what he's won the most accolades from, for directing. And I think he directed and acted in it, if I remember correctly.
You dare to enter my realm unbidden? Know that an insult to me is an insult to my lord and master. Prepare to pay with your lives.
You're the one who'll be paying, you great big slimy so-and-so. Get a load of this!
Are you having me on? I just blasted you with pearly gates and you barely even flinched.
The orb with which my lord and master entrusted me renders all your petty human enchantments null and void. Now join me in the blackest depths of despair.
Yeah, the Crow Zero movies weren't that bad. The Rurouni Kenshin movies. You talking about that? Those ones, the live action ones with Takeyumi, and I always forget the guy's name. He's a really good actor though. Have I? 1 second. Yeah, Sato Takeru. I have all three of them, the collector's editions that come with the script, the original script with them and everything. All on Blu-ray. I shipped those to myself from Japan because I didn't want to put them in my suitcase. I actually went and saw all three of those live in theaters as well.
And what Might I ask, are you staring at? Is there something stuck to my face? All right, all right. It is rather an imposing appearance, I agree. Why don't we try another? No, still no good. Well, if at first you don't succeed.
Not settling on a particular form, hmm? That rather makes me think you might not know who I am. In your world, I am known as the Seer. I take on different appearances for different people, you see. By which I mean to say that I look different depending on who is doing the looking. But enough about me. How's the fishing? Caught anything? No, I didn't think so. You're not ready yet, you see. When the time comes, you will know it. When the fish finally takes the bait, you must be ready to reel it in. But until then, you have no choice but to wait patiently. That is just the way of life. You know, I have the strangest feeling I've met one of your companions. Eric, was it? Well, no matter. We are not here to discuss him. Come, let us go inside. We can save the fishing for another day. Take your seat. Make yourself at home. Now, the fact that you're here makes me wonder if you might have taken a bit of a wrong turn somewhere. Hold still for just a moment. So that's it. Worried we've lost the power of the luminary, are we? Well, I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. But there is one thing I can say. You may think that your power has been taken from you by the Lord of Shadows. But power cannot be taken, no more than it can be touched or tasted. Especially not the power of the luminary. Still no idea what I'm talking about, huh? Well, no matter. I think that's enough for now. Let me leave you with this thought. When the time comes, you will know. You will feel the tug on the line, and you will know. As in fishing, so in life.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. I envisioned her with a not so deep voice, though. That's kind of bugging me, but it's not bad. Just different than what I had envisioned her having.
Oh, that's right. You're drowning, aren't you? That won't do at all. Well, don't fret. A certain sacred tree tells me it's not your time just yet. Right. We'd better get you woken up, hadn't we? You are the luminary, after all. You have rather an important task to be getting on with. Go. Save the world.
I intend to. And unlike the last lady we met in some spiritual realm, that seer wasn't super condescending.
Darling, you're alive! Oh, thank goodness.
When you took that tumble into the sea back there, we all thought you were done for, laddie. Oh, it was terrible. We tried to fish you out, but you slipped beneath the waves before we could get to you. But then, well, it was nothing short of a miracle. There was a bright light, and suddenly, there you were, floating up from the seabed. Somehow we managed to pull you out of the water, give that big slimy so-and-so the slip, and get here to safety. I still don't know quite how we did it.
What's the matter, honey? You look like you've seen a ghost. You're kidding. You were fishing, and you met a person called the Seer, and they turned into a dog? Oh, come on, silly Billy. You were just dreaming, that's all. You were out for a long time.
You have been through quite an ordeal. You need rest. As do we all. Come.
Whoop.
Put courage in your heart and lightning in your hand.
There'll be time enough for staring out to sea tomorrow, laddie. Come on, let's get you to bed.
So the only problem with sending him down the greatsword path is there's not a whole lot to do with him with his points after that. A grave, huh? don't remember there being a graveyard around here. I'm confused. Oh, I'll do it later. Okay, now we have to stay the night here.
Such pain. Such despair. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret. If only I could go back, I would gladly accept eternal damnation just to go back to that day.
Please, hear my plea. You must free this restless knight from his prison of despair.
Spooky.
So we all had the same dream, eh? Just like people have been saying. The poor knight bemoaning his fate, asking to go back.
Oh, it was tragic. He looked so desperate. I wish there was something we could do to help, but we don't know who he is, or even where he is.
Maybe not. But that was Dracilian armor he was wearing. There's no doubt about that. What do you say, laddie? Shall we go and see what's become of Dundrasil now that this blasted darkness has engulfed the world?
Oh, let's see. Gotcha. Didn't check exactly where it was, but I know it's in one of these fields. Is that it right there? Yep. Yep. Staffelheim. Okay. Let's grab a little biatch. Yeah, I'm trying to go. Oh my god, you fucking game. I wanted to make a different stop first on the way to doing that stupid quest. But apparently the game thinks me incapable of being able to do that on my own, so it has to hold my hand and block off all other options. And also, I don't really care about the little night in the dream we got. I care more about getting my party members back. Sometimes I wish you could, like, give dialogue options. Like, they would give you dialogue options so you could choose what you wanted to say. That way, when Rab is like, "Aren't you curious about that night we saw in the dream?" I could be like, "Nah, not really. Got more important things to do." I do have more important things to be doing. It's called getting my party members back. It is way more important than this night. Thought I saw a chest in there, but it's one I've already opened. Really? His tail caught me? Alright. Man, all these being stunned on the first turn. Oh my god. And it's faster than me? Can I just, like, go? Man, this thing is annoying. I thought he was protecting himself from physical attacks. Oh well.
Let the darkness consume you!
Oh, darling!
Oh my god, really?
Another day, another...
I feel like they made the game harder for the English release. I'm not talking about playing on hard mode, because I'm not even playing on hard mode. The game just overall feels more difficult. I don't know.
This place was in ruins the last time we came, but this is something else. Where was I? Ah, yes. It should be around here somewhere. Would you boys do me a favor and shift this little lot?
Well, don't just stand there, darling. If I'm getting my hands dirty, you are too.
Where does this stairway lead, Lord Robert?
To an underground passage that runs beneath the castle. It was meant to allow the royal family to flee should Dundrasil ever come under attack. Right. Let's get in there and see if we can find some clues to the identity of our restless knight, shall we?
Big wide open room. That's not suspicious or anything. Yeah. Neither is this. Big wide open room with a dude in the middle.
Such despair. How dare you? How dare you return here? Begone, servants of evil! You took everything. You destroyed everything. You monsters! I will never forgive you!
He will never forgive us.
I'm keen to have a wee chat with our friend here, but something tells me he's got other things in mind.
Really, Rab? Whatever could have told you that? I don't think he wants to talk to us. Really now? You don't say. Was it him saying he's never gonna forgive us, calling us evil, or maybe it was the sword he drew on us? I don't know. I certainly thought he was all about like talking it out.
Pull your socks up.
Rab is super perceptive, doesn't think otherwise.
Oh, darling!
Yeah, whether that experience is good or not, that's something to be debated. Old, wise, and perverted. How dare you put me to sleep? It's the first time I've done a physical attack with him. He has a crit. It's true. It's true, he was spanked a lot. 10,000 times.
Ha! Ha!
Let the darkness consume you!
Man, this guy has a bunch of HP. Been wailing on him for a while now. 300 damage hits and crits and everything, and he's still alive. There we go.
Pain. You took my beloved Eleanor. You took my boy. I will never forgive you!
Eleanor. But that's the old queen's name, which would make you...
Erwin, last king of Dundrasil. Just as I thought. A great man, and a fine warrior too, as you've just witnessed. And, most importantly of all, your father. I'm sorry the two of you had to meet like this. What happened to you, Erwin? Come on, laddie. Look at me. What in the...
At last you have come. Long have I waited for a kindly soul to free my restless knight from his misery.
The voice from the dream.
You are correct, of course. Before you kneels Erwin, King of Dundrasil. All those long years ago, on that darkest of days, he fought to the last. The light of justice sustained him, and he refused to yield to the darkness. But with time, that light has waned, and all that remains is the tortured soul you see before you. Lost between light and dark, life and death. I beg of you, help him. Free him from his nightmare. Shine the light of hope into the darkness of his despair.
The voice. It's gone again. Who is she?
That'll have to wait. Erwin here needs our help. But what are we supposed to do to help him?
Yeah, I wonder.
smell fresh meat. It's been a while. Years, in fact. Well then, I need to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Watch and despair. Such pain. Such anguish. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
Yes, well, of course. We've been waiting a long time.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this most special of days with you.
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us all. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. I am truly humbled to be lucky enough to celebrate it with you all. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil. You honor us with your presence.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Truly, it has been far too long. 1,000 thanks for preparing such lavish festivities. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's Colloquy of Kings shall determine the fate of Erdrea for generations to come. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well represented. You will forgive me if I grow a little passionate at times.
It is the first time the rulers of the Four Kingdoms have ever gathered under one roof, you know. A momentous occasion indeed. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an heir to the title of Luminary is an event of unparalleled significance.
Indeed it is. Thank you once again for agreeing to meet so readily.
Did that first part of that, indeed it is, sound like a completely different voice actor?
Now,
It
I
did
have
to
some
me.
final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and fetch you when we're ready to begin. Guards, I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
It sounded really strange, like it's really off for some reason.
King Carnelian, Lord Robert, I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark. That he is the Luminary reborn.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is. How much hope the light he brings represents.
Save it for the meeting, Erwin.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate of all Erdrea hangs on the Luminary now. Not everyone's going to be happy about that. Right, it's nearly time. Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
See, he's not happy because it means I'm better than him. That's why he's not happy about it. I forget where to go. Oh, that's right. There's a save point in here. I think so. I don't remember entirely whether he was or not at this point.
Aw, he's so tiny. Can I touch him, Lady Eleanor? I promise I'll be careful.
I think he likes you, Jade. He wants to play.
Hey, it's that voice. That one that they couldn't figure out who it was. It sounds so familiar. It's almost like it's the same person.
He's a very special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for him. But I just hope he grows up to be like his father. That he can help people to overcome their problems. Just as Erwin does.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor. King Erwin!
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Daddy'll look after you.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Let the poor boy breathe. Would you look at it thundering away out there? And on such a special day, too. It's making me feel uneasy.
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
I really don't like the fact that he's calling me wee man.
And what about me,
I don't know what it is, but I kind of take offense to that.
You don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. Your dad's a force to be reckoned with, and no mistake. Right. We better get this meeting started. I'll see you later, Eleanor.
Good luck. Both of you.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it condescending. It's just kind of like, yo, dude, go call me wee man. I believe you mean honorary luminary, the one who will save you all. Well, save you all after everybody here dies. But still, minor detail. Also, this is an open area. The rain is falling. Because that's not, like, dangerous or anything, or a safety hazard. Not at all. Just leaving an open roof right into the castle. It's completely safe. There's no way monsters would use that to fly in.
This child, he is the one?
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark One riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth.
Yeah, but in a world where there's demons and monsters that fly, I don't know.
Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world.
Eternal, huh?
But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnud with it. He will be sorely missed.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark. Which brings us to a reason for gathering here today. What does all this mean for Erdrea?
That shit is about to hit the fan. Yeah, I know, right, Grim? So much for eternity.
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, the birth of the child signals an end to our woes. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace can be maintained. All is well, is it not?
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails. Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy. World Tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black, vast.
What are the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles? That the Luminary isn't a force for good?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form, after all. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
What are you trying to...
Oh. The star sings at night, you know. I have heard it. It sings of Erdrea's destruction.
King Gustav is right.
Ah, don't you start.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even the slightest hint of evil at its source.
I guess we gotta get rid of you then, huh?
Even when that source is painfully close to home.
Why don't you just come out and say it? You're asking me to kill my own son. My own flesh and blood. Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. For a moment, it seemed that night had become day. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the luminary is a gift. A gift that will cleanse the world of evil.
Yeah, he's right about that. They're not two sides of the same coin. Dark is actually just the absence of light.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a witless conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the child from your care. The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected at all costs.
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure how strongly you believed. Your face.
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need to fulfill his destiny. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us all.
King Carnelian. Everyone. I don't know what to say.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is dealt with, and it ended just as I knew it would.
Now the matter is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce the Luminary to his adoring public.
Thank you, King Carnelian. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now, the...
Your Majesty!
What is it?
You must flee the palace immediately. Monsters! Hundreds! Hundreds of monsters!
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here now.
Sorry, dude.
have come in force, but they shall not have the child. Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle.
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet. Now go!
Thank you. Both of you.
King Erwin, there you are! We were so worried!
You're alive! Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on. No matter what happens, I will get you out of here. I promise. Let's go.
Well, we know how this ends.
We should be able to get out through here.
I feel his presence. I sense him. I smell him. The luminary. Give him to me. There can be no escape.
Just you try and take him.
The monsters are everywhere. What are we going to do, Erwin?
Use teleport.
If they've made it this far around the castle, they must have the place surrounded. We'll have to use the tunnels. This way.
Yep, let's just walk. Sounds like a great idea.
I think this was the one. Quickly, in we go, before the monsters find us.
I mean, there's so many options for them. They could use Zoom. They could use save states, because it's a video game. They could fight little monsters for a while and level up and then beat the bosses. I mean, they have so many options available.